Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the homestead. It's just another day. I don't really have anything in particular planned for this video, so you're just going along with me for chores. Okay, let's go. Move. You guys are the reason why my patio looks really bad. Hi, Dudley. What's up? I'm coming, girls! You guys ate one of the eggs again? This is why we can't have nice things. Oh, I should have grabbed the water. All right, Mama. I gotta boot you. I gotta boot you, sweetie. Oh, come on. Need to get off the eggs. And a couple more over here. Oh, I love these kind of days. All right. See how far back I can go. All right. So, welcome to the coop, where I have my menagerie of just absolute insane hens and roosters. So let's talk chicken today. So with my chickens, I do have a wide variety. I have Australorps, Black Jersey Giants, Easter Eggers, Speckled Sussex, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple Americanas in here. I think there's one Rhode Island Red and one that I really have no idea what it is. I think there's a Leghorn too. Chickens are my favorite homesteading animal to start out with because, in my personal opinion, I think they're the easiest. I think they're the best bird to start with because you can get them as chicks and you can raise them up. They're pretty cheap to keep. You know, they're very simple animals. They don't need a whole lot. Yeah, you can go crazy extensive and you can build them a pretty crazy coop and you can give them like a super high profile diet. They're super easy, in my opinion. Depending on the breed that you get, they can be super sweet. This right here is one of my Easter Eggers. You can't see it, okay. You can get them pretty cheap as chicks, or if you want, you can spend the money to get already laying hens. Usually though, depending on your area, I've seen them anywhere from $10 to $25. They are so affordable to care for. Yeah, a bag of feed is $25 at the store right now, but depending on how big your flock is, you can stretch that feed out quite a bit. The other thing too is they can eat just about any table scrap. I wouldn't feed them like potatoes or avocados or anything that could potentially be toxic to them. But for the most part, they can eat almost any table scrap, even spare meat. If you've got a rotisserie chicken that you just ate, give them the carcass. It's actually really good for them. Depending on your area, if you're in an area that you can free range them on pasture, obviously that's way more ideal, because then they get all the bugs and the grass and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we're not that lucky. We have dirt and lots of it. Some variety of the breeds that I have. I have Easter Eggers, Australorps. I have black Jersey Giants. There's one Leghorn who's kind of an oddity, I'm not gonna lie. I also have, there is a Rhode Island Red in here. I actually think that's her right there. There's another one in here. I'm not quite sure what she is. I'm suspecting she might be like an Issa Brown, something like that. Anyways, we do have a couple roosters. We do have that pretty Easter Egger rooster back there, as well as our lavender buff Orpington rooster. We keep them just because, one, it's great to keep your pecking control down. Or sorry, it's great to keep your pecking order control down. We can't talk today. It's great to keep your pecking order in check. That's what I was trying to say. Now, you don't need roosters for your flock. It's my personal preference to have them because it keeps the pecking order in check. Some people like to have them for the fertile eggs and to sell the eggs, or they like to breed their own and hatch their own chicks. They're also great predator protection if you have a free-ranging flock. You don't need roosters though. You can have just hens and your flock will be totally fine. If you are going to have roosters though, I highly recommend to make sure you keep it 1 rooster per 10 hens. That is very important. The other thing with chickens that I love is just their personalities. They have great personalities. If I had to pick a favorite breed though, it's going to be the Australorps. They're so friendly. All right, they're hard to catch for me because I didn't quite handle them a lot when they were little. But once I catch them, they're just so sweet and so relaxed. They don't usually care that I'm holding them. They're such a cool breed. I love them. I've always wanted Australorps. If I remember right, they're an Australian breed. So they do really, really, really well out here in our climate. Where it's really hot. And I mean, I think this summer got like 118, so let's get out of here. We are officially on Kid Watch. Well, I guess you call it the first stages of Kid Watch. Season should be kidding in the next 30 to 45 days. So excited. And then Shelby over there will be about, let's say like 45 days plus. I'm really excited. Cannot wait. Look at that. Look at that belly. Dang, girl. If anybody was wondering, I really love my cow. Oh, girl. I know, you want to play. It's not playtime right now. I gotta go feed everybody else. Hey, babe.
Yes.
So what about chickens do you like? Why do you like having chickens on the homestead?
Well, one, they're a food source. Depending on the breed that you go with, you get meat production or you get high quality or high production of eggs. I like dual purpose birds because you can raise them from chicks, have a good source of eggs, or have a good source of meat. But you could also still breed those birds, and compared to, say, the Cornish crosses. Mm-hmm. Those you can't. You have difficulty breeding. People have done it, but they're just straight meat production. They're very much a commercial bird. I like them for their versatility. You can have them free range or in a coop. You can have them in a small backyard, or you can even have them on acreage, and they provide to the environment itself. That's probably the biggest one, is they are a garden asset because you can compost their waste and add it to your garden. Their diet is really simple. You can go with a simple layer feed. Depending on the environment that you're raising the birds in, like for us down here, we do have to introduce certain vitamins and minerals within the diet because they don't free range and get those specific minerals that they need, or say protein. You gotta introduce a little extra protein in the summer months, or So I like chickens just in general because of just the simplicity. They're easy animal to work with. They're easy animal to start off with, especially somebody who's just getting into this, because most city ordinance will allow you to have a few birds here and there, which is good for a small household. It's really the big pros for me.
What about cons?
Cons, pecking order and roosters. If you have roosters and you don't have a good pecking order, your roosters are going to fight. If you have multiples, even if you have just one rooster, it can cause problems for the hens or even yourself. Their diet is, even though I like the simplicity and the versatility of their diet, I also do hate it in comparison to, say, if we were to live somewhere more north or Midwest, where you can have, where they can get a lot of their protein sustenance or their food source from the environment, whereas here they're very, very limited on that. So that's probably one of my biggest factors. I don't like them down here, but it's not too much where I would say no. Climate, depending on the bird and its breed, you need to really pay attention to its hardiness, whether it's a cold or a heat climate. For us, we need birds that are good in the heat climate, hey sweetie, in the heat, because we probably will have casualties all the time if we don't. We already ran into that experience with getting birds that we thought would do well, and then they pretty much just died on us. But also the other factor is predators, because they are low on the totem pole of the food chain. They're an easy target of opportunity for predators. So you have to have a good predator deterrent, or even wherever you're keeping them has to be safe for them, or even roosts. You have to have something for them to get off the ground and be away from predators if, say, they're free ranging. So it does kind of, chickens are good to have. They can draw in things you don't want, but they also provide a lot for, say, a small household. And also you could turn it into a little side income if you are in an area that doesn't have a lot of chickens. Sell the eggs. Offer a service for, the eggs. Offer a service for meat production if you wanted to. Yeah, those are the eggs over there, baby. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the pros and cons I have.